Hi everyone, today we are making this adorable mini rose bouquet. So let's just get into the materials for this quickly. So to make this bouquet, I am using an acrylic mix yarn. You can use any colors of your choice for flowers and the body. And also I'm using a 3mm crochet hook for this project. So we'll start by making a magic ring. For row 1, we'll be making 6 single crochets inside the magic ring. So go under the magic ring, pull up a loop and make 1 single crochet. Then again pull up a loop, pull through both the loops, second single crochet, third single crochet, fourth single crochet, fifth, sixth. So we'll close the circle up by pulling the end of the thread, and we'll close this round up by making a slip stitch in the first stitch or the first single crochet that we made in this round. And then we'll make 1 chain. That completes our round 1. In round 2 we have to make increases in all the stitches, so 6 increases, and that will give us 12 stitches in total. So for an increase we'll make 2 single crochets in each stitch. So going in the first stitch, make 1 single crochet, then go back in the same stitch and make another single crochet, and you can mark your stitch here, first stitch, with a stitch marker if you're a beginner. Then going in the next stitch, we'll again make 2 single crochets, and that's what we have to do for this round. So I am at the end of round 2 and we have 12 stitches in total all around. We'll go in the first stitch of this round and make a slip stitch again to close this round up here and make 1 chain. Here we have completed our round 2. Now we are starting round 3, and for round 3 we will go in the first stitch and make a single crochet and then follow it up with an increase in the next stitch, that is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So in the next stitch I am making 2 single crochets, and then again we'll go in the next stitch and make 1 single crochet, and then in the next stitch we'll again make an increase. So that's what we have to do for round 3. We'll keep increasing stitches. So 1 single crochet, follow it up with an increase, then again 1 single crochet, follow it up with an increase, and it should give you 18 stitches in total at the end. So I'll see you after row 3. Done with round 3 and I have 18 stitches in total all around. Here we'll just make a slip stitch now to close this up, and then we'll chain 1. Now we are starting round 4, and now for round 4 we'll make 2 single crochets in 2 individual stitches and then follow it up with an increase. In round 3 we made 1 single crochet and then an increase. In round 4 we'll make 2 single crochets and then an increase, and that will take the stitch count up to 24 now. So we'll just start. Go in the first stitch, make 1 single crochet, go in the next stitch, again make 1 single crochet. Now we have made 2 single crochets. Now we'll increase, so we'll make 2 single crochets in the same stitch, 1 and 2. Again 1 single crochet in one stitch, another single crochet in another stitch, and then follow it up with an increase, that is 2 single crochets, in the same stitch. So we'll keep doing this for the round 4, and at the end you should have 24 stitches. Now we are at the end of round 4 and we'll make a slip stitch in the first stitch that we made in this round. And then we'll make one chain. Now we are moving on to round 5, and now for round 5 we'll again increase the stitches from 24 to 30, and for that we'll make 3 single crochets in the first 3 stitches and then follow it up with an increase. So like in the previous round we made 2 single crochets and then an increase, now we are doing 3 single crochets and then an increase. So we'll just start, we'll go in the first stitch, we'll make 1 single crochet, go in the next stitch, again make 1 single crochet, go in the next stitch, again make 1 single crochet, and then follow it up with an increase, that is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So now we'll be getting 30 stitches in total at the end for this round. So again 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then make an increase in the next stitch, 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So keep doing this for round 5 and I'll see you at the end. Now we are at the end of round 5 and we'll again close it up by making a slip stitch in the first stitch and make one chain. Now we are at round 6. So for round 6 what we have to do is we'll make 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches, then follow it up with an increase and then again make 2 single crochets. So we'll follow this set of pattern all around, 2 single crochets and increase, 2 single crochets. So let's start. In the first stitch we'll make 1 single crochet, then again 1 single crochet in the next stitch, then we'll follow it up with an increase, that is 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and then in the next stitch again 1 single crochet, and then in the next stitch again 1 single crochet. So we'll keep going with this. Now again we start with 2 single crochets, that is 1 single crochet in one stitch, then 1 single crochet in one stitch, then we follow it up with an increase, that is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So 1 and 2 in the same stitch, then again follow it up with 1 single crochet in the next stitch, again 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So this is what we have to do for our round 6, and at the end of this round we should have 36 stitches in total. Now we are at the end of round 6 and you should have 36 stitches in total all around. We'll close this up again with making 1 slip stitch in the first stitch of this round and make 1 chain here. Now for round 7 we have to make 1 single crochets all around, but we have to make it in the back loop of the stitches. So this is your stitch, these little V's that you can see. We usually go through both the loops, the whole stitch, when we are making our stitches, but for just this round we'll be going only in the back loop. So these are the back loops of the stitches and these front ones are called the front loops, but we will not be working in the front or the whole stitch. We will be going in the back loops of the stitches and making 1 single crochet across. So for these back loops across we'll make 36 single crochets for this round. So we'll just start. So going in the first stitch where you made your slip stitch, we'll be going only in the back loop of the stitch. So this is the back loop and make a single crochet. Then again in the next stitch only going in the back loop, make a single crochet. So we'll keep doing this and you should have 36 stitches at the end for this round. Now from here we are starting round 8. From round 8 to round 12, that is 5 rounds, we only have to do single crochets all around. We'll be making single crochets through both the loops. So we don't need to go through only the back loops. We'll start with round 8 and going through both the loops, we'll be making single crochets. The end of every round also make one slip stitch to close the round up and chain one. So keep making single crochets through both the loops till round 12, and I'll see you at the end of round 12. Here I have completed the 12 rounds. So we have done one single crochet in each round from round 8 to round 12, and it should start looking like this. Now we'll move on to round 13. From round 13 we will start decreasing the stitches. So far we were increasing them, now we'll start decreasing. So we have 36 stitches as you remember from the previous rounds, and now we'll move back to 30 stitches. So we'll make decreases now in this row. Now for round 13, then we'll start by making one single crochet in the first stitch going through both the loops. Then we'll again make one single crochet in the next stitch, and now we'll make an decrease. So for an invisible decrease, we'll go in the front loop of the next stitch and then again go in the front loop of the next stitch. So we'll grab 2 stitches, the front loop of 2 stitches, and here we'll pull the loop and make a single crochet. So that's a decrease when we are grabbing 2 stitches together and making it one. So I made my decrease. Now again moving forward in the next stitch, we'll make one single crochet again, and then again in the next stitch we'll make one single crochet. So you can see what I've done here is we've done one single crochet, a decrease, one single crochet, one single crochet. And if you remember when we started increasing, so in round 6 we went from 30 to 36 stitches by making one single crochet, and increase, one single crochet. Similarly, now to get from 36 stitches back to 30 stitches, we will do one single crochet, decrease, one single crochet. And this is the pattern we will follow for round 13. Let's do it again. We'll go in the next stitch and make one single crochet. Then again in the next stitch we'll make one single crochet, and then we have to make a decrease now. So we'll go in the front loop of the one stitch, and then we'll go in the front loop of the next stitch. So we have grabbed 2 stitches now, and we'll pull through and make a single crochet here. So that's another decrease. Now we again have to make one single crochet, and in the next stitch one single crochet. So keep doing this all around. One single crochet, decrease, one single crochet. I'm at the end of round 13, and we'll again make a slip stitch in the first stitch of this round. And we'll make one chain. So our 13th round is complete, and you should have 30 stitches in total now for this round. Moving on to round 14 now, we have to continue decreasing. Now we'll go from 30 stitches to back to 24 stitches. So for that we'll again follow the same pattern that we did for increasing. So for this round what we'll do is we'll make one single crochet for round 14, one single crochet, and then one single crochet in the next stitch. So we have made 3 single crochets in 3 individual stitches, and then we'll make our decrease. So we'll grab the front loop of one stitch, grab the front loop of next stitch, and here make a single crochet and that's our decrease. So we did the same thing for round 5 when we were increasing from 24 to 30. We did 3 single crochet and an increase. Now we are decreasing, so we are doing 3 single crochet and a decrease. So let's do it one more time. We'll go in the next stitch and make 1 single crochet, then again in the next stitch make 1 single crochet, then again in the next stitch make 1 single crochet. So we've made 3 single crochets. Now we'll do a decrease. So we'll grab the front loop of one stitch, then grab the front loop of the next stitch, make a single crochet here, and that's our decrease. So keep doing this for round 14 and you should have 24 stitches now in total at the end. At the end of round 14 and we should have 24 stitches here. Now just close this round up by making a slip stitch and chain 1. You have to do the slip stitch and chain 1 at the end of every round. Now for round 15 we have to do 12 decreases all around, and that will bring the stitch count from 24 to 12. So we'll just make decreases now. So we'll go in the front loop of the first stitch, then we'll go in the front loop of the next stitch and make a single crochet. This is 1 decrease, and if you want you can mark it. We'll keep going in the next 2 stitches and make another decrease. That's our second decrease. So we'll continue doing this till the end of the round. Keep making decreases for this one. At the end of round 15, and here also we'll make a slip stitch in the first stitch of this round. And chain 1. Now here you can see the hole has become more narrow, and we'll just add our stuffing at this point after row 15. You can use fiber filling or cotton or any kind of scrap yarn to just stuff it up. So I've added the stuffing now, and we'll move on to round 16. For round 16 we have to make decreases again, but we'll make 6 decreases now. So that will bring the stitch count from 12 to 6 now. So we're still decreasing. Going in the first stitch, the front loop, and then the front loop of the next stitch and make a decrease. So that's my first decrease. Second, third decrease, fourth, fifth one, and here we have last 2 stitches left, and we'll make our last 6th decrease. So this will bring the total stitches to 6 for this round. And again here it's a little fiddly, but make a slip stitch in the first stitch of this round, which is this one. You can mark the first stitch if you find it hard to find your first stitch. So here this completes round 16. Now we'll do round 17, and for round 17 here we'll be making this part now. So for that we'll make 2 chains here first, 1 and 2, and this will be counted as your first double crochet. So we are going to make double crochets for this round now, and we have to do 3 double crochets in each of these stitches. So one important thing for this round, we are making the double crochets only in the front loops of the stitches now. So remember we talked about the V, little V, and we worked in the back loop first. Now we are going in the front loops only. We going in the front loops. So counting these 2 chains as the first double crochet, we have to make 2 more double crochets in the first stitch. So here we'll yarn over and go in the front loop of the first stitch and make our second double crochet, counting the chain as the first one. Then again yarn over, go in the front loop and make another double crochet. So we have 3 double crochets here now in the first stitch, counting this chain as the first one. We'll do the same thing in the remaining stitches. So this is the next stitch, and going in the front loop again, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, then again pull through 2 loops. That's my first double crochet for this stitch. Again yarn over, go inside the stitch, pull through 2 loops, then again pull through 2 loops. That's the second double crochet. Yarn over, go inside the same stitch, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. That's my third double crochet. So you will see we have made 3 double crochets again in the same stitch. Here again, this is our next stitch and this is the front loop of the next stitch. I'm going through this and pull up a loop and make 3 double crochets in this same stitch. Just don't miss any stitch, just take care of that. Now we are at the end of this round 17, and we'll make a slip stitch. So we'll make a slip stitch in the 2 chain space in the second chain that we made in the beginning of this round, because we counted this 2 chain as the first stitch or the first double crochet for this round. So just go into this and make a slip stitch and chain 1. So this completes our round 17. We are going to start round 18. So for round 18, 19 and 20, so 3 more rounds, we only have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch all around, going through both the loops. So that's pretty much it, and then we'll be done with this part. We'll just start with round 18, going through both the loops. Just make single crochet, 1 single crochet in each stitch for 3 more rounds. And we are going to slip stitch and chain 1 after every round. So complete till round 20, and then I'll see you at the end of round 20. So here I'm at the end of round 20. So we'll just cut the yarn here because we are done with this, and you should have 18 single crochets or stitches around. So we'll just cut a little bit of thread because we'll just sew this tail end. So fasten off here. We are done with the body of the bouquet. Now we'll move on to this ruffle part. So now I'm making the ruffle border, and for that I've switched to a cream yarn. So we'll be attaching the yarn on row 7. That's where we'll make the ruffle border, where we made single crochets in the back loop. So we'll be attaching and making our stitches now in these loops that you can see that are sticking out at the edge. We'll be going through these, and here is where we'll attach the border. So you can just pick up any, and here first let's attach the yarn. So just pull the yarn through this one of these stitches and make one chain. So for the first round of this ruffle border, we'll be making just single crochets, and you should have 36 single crochets all around, as in row 7 we had 36 stitches around. So I've made my first chain. I'll go back in this first stitch, and I'm also going to weave in this tail end along the stitches so that it doesn't sticks out, and we'll go through this and pull up a loop and make our first single crochet here. That's what we'll keep doing. Now we'll grab the other and then again make another single crochet. So I'm at the end of this round and I've made 36 single crochets all across. Then we'll just make a slip stitch in the first stitch to close this round up. Now for the next round, first we'll make 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. This will be counted as our first stitch, and we have to do double crochets now all around. We have to do 3 double crochets in each stitch. So the pattern for this round is you have to do first 3 double crochets in the front loop of the stitch, and then in the next stitch we will do 3 double crochets in the back loop. So we'll go first in the front, then in the back, then again we'll go in the front and make 3 double crochets, and again then in the back loop and make 3 double crochets. That's what we'll keep repeating, front and back loop. So let's just start. So counting these 3 chains as the first double crochet, we'll go in the first stitch and make 2 more double crochets because we need 3, but we'll go in the front loop. So just grab the front loop and make 2 more double crochets here. 1 and 2. So counting this 3 chain space, and you can also mark this gives us 3 double crochets in the first stitch in the front loop. Now we'll move on to the next stitch, and we have to make again 3 double crochets, but now we'll go in the back loop. So again 1, 2 and 3. Third double crochet. So now we have made 3 double crochets in the back loop. Now we'll keep repeating this. Now in the next stitch we'll make 3 double crochets in the front loop. Going in the front loop, first double crochet, second double crochet and third double crochet. Now we've gone in the front loop of this stitch, so in the next stitch we'll go in the back loop. So again we'll make 3 double crochets going in the back loop of the stitch. So 1, 2 and 3. You can see we already have this lovely ruffle shape forming. We'll continue doing this. We have gone in the back loop. So we'll go front loop, 3 double crochet, back loop, 3 double crochet, front loop, 3 double crochet, back loop, 3 double crochets, and we'll go all across like that, and I'll see you at the end of this round. So here we are done with the ruffle part, and you can see. So now we'll just cut the yarn here. And fasten off. Now we'll just sew it in this tail end. The mini roses, we'll first make a slip knot. So after the slip knot, we'll make 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we'll work from the second chain from the hook. So this is the first chain, we'll skip that. We'll work in the second chain and make a single crochet here. Then we'll move on to the next chain and we'll make an increase. So we'll make 2 single crochets in this chain. So 1 and 2. Now we are left with 4 chains. We have to make 3 single crochets in all of these 4 chains. So 3 single crochets in each chain. Going in the next chain, make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. So next, again in the next chain, we'll go and make 3 single crochets. 1, 2 and 3. And in the last 2 chains also we'll make 3 single crochet, 3 single crochet. Here we will just cut the yarn now and fasten off. So you'll have these 2 tail ends here. Just tie 2 knots here. And here you will just cut this excess yarn. So we'll glue this up later. So when you will fold it, you will see we have a tiny rose here, a tiny flower, and you can make 6 or 7 like these. I'm making 7 more. Now we'll make the bud to go under the flower. So I've shifted to green yarn now, and we'll start by making a magic ring for the buds. So we'll do 3 single crochets inside the magic ring. So go inside the magic ring and pull up a loop. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and the 3rd single crochet. Here just pull the end of the thread to close this up like this. Make a slip stitch in the first stitch and we'll make 3 chains here. 1, 2, and 3. Work in the second chain from the hook and we'll make a single crochet. Then in the next chain we'll make a half double crochet. For half double crochet, yarn over once, go inside this chain and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on our hook. We'll pull through all the 3 loops. So like this, and we'll go in the next stitch from here and make a slip stitch. Here again we'll repeat this. We'll make 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. We'll work in the second chain from the hook in this. So we'll go in the second chain and make a single crochet. Then in the next we'll make a half double crochet. So going in this, half double crochet. Now we'll make a slip stitch in the next chain, next stitch. So we have done it twice. We'll repeat it one more time. Again 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. Going in the second chain from the hook, make a single crochet. Then in the next make a half double crochet. And then you'll see you have 1 stitch here, and we'll just make a slip stitch in this. Here's the slip stitch, and now we are done. So we'll cut the yarn. So here I'm cutting the end and we'll fasten off. So this was our tail end from before, and we've cut this other yarn, and here we'll again make 2 knots. So 1 and make another one to secure it. Here like this. Now you'll have this excess thread, just cut it off. So here we have our bud done. Here you can see we'll stick it up like this. So make 7 roses, mini roses, and 7 buds for that, and then we'll start assembling. I've glued the flowers to the bud, and now we'll put this on the bouquet. We'll just glue it up too. So just arrange it the way you want. To make this mini bow to wrap around our mini bouquet, we'll start with making a slip knot. So after making a slip knot, we'll make 50 chains. Here I'm done with the 50 chains, and now we'll just cut the yarn, fasten it off and tighten it. So our mini cute rose bouquets are ready, and these are perfect for gifting, to make a keychain, or for Valentine's Day. If you like this tutorial, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.